First and foremost, we want to begin by giving our praise, our glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kodash. And we want to give double honor to the apostle and the elders of great and soul and true well. Blessed and teaching to the Akim, we pushing this word, through the folk and us in yet, in sincerity and in truth. Alright, this is Gan and from the GMS stream that camp. Let us come out once again to edify the church of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Right now we could just basically jump straight into it.
Alright, this is 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 67. It says, Behold, Yahweh himself is the judge. Fear him, leave off from your sin, and forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. So shall Yahweh lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble.
God. It says, to forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. So basically, the thing that you was doing wrong, right, what you're supposed to do is just leave it off. Don't go back to being that old man. It basically they support aside the old man, don't meddle with he again. The old man was corrupt. You're being renewed in the spirit, you're being refreshed, right? It comes to you leaving off that old man. You basically you becoming a new man, right?
If I may say concerning the old man basically come like old spirits that was attached to you and how you're doing shit. But when you come into this truth, right, it's a new spirit. That is why they just talk about being reborn. You understand? In the things that you have about Ba'ashem. Right? That is why they just tell you about being reborn, So, basically, being reborn is a new, because the scripture say that renew a right spirit within me. You understand? So, you being reborn is a new spirit that Yahweh shall place upon you. You understand? So you meddle not with the old man anymore, because what will happen is that you will give life to the old man, and basically the Most High will take away that good spirit that he give you. You understand?
And it can, Basically it's up all that old man, and basically what we're going into today is basically it's not meddling things that basically too high for you. Right? So you putting off that old man, you're not meddling with he again, because you know that old man there is basically corruption, right? You becoming a new man. You basically becoming a man of the Most High, right? Being renewed in the spirit, right? Keep doing your best to follow after righteousness, right? You're putting forth your best foot forward, right? And basically, the things that basically too high for you, you ain't supposed to meddle in them, right? And that's what we basically, this is the topic that we're going into, right? You give me Sirach 11.
This is the book of Sirach 11 and 1.
At 9, start at 9.
11 and 9, it says, Strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not.
You're supposed to strive in no matter that ain't concern you. You gotta know your place, you understand? You see certain things that don't concern you, you stay out of it. Right? You go ahead.
Reading on, it says, And sit not in judgment with sinners.
Good.
My son, meddle not with many matters, for if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent, and if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape the fleeing.
Right. So you ain't supposed to be meddling, right, in matters that don't concern you, right?
Because
and you're supposed to basically, going into things that is too basically high for you, right? You had these race call them astronauts or astrologers, ESA basically, so-called high people we either have trying to search out space and all these things, right? These is things that basically don't concern you, right? These is things that basically, you're supposed to be going into it. right? We have an understanding, right, of about certain things, especially once it pertains to scriptures, right? But you see the thing that basically out of context, that out of the scriptures, that basically that you don't know, hey, you have to leave it alone. You know, like the amount of people or the amount of children that basically Israel have right now. This is thing that is too high for you. You ain't supposed to number the children of Israel. You know, going back into his Samuel when David did that, you know, the Most High punished David. Right? So you had these basically two-thirds out there that basically going into a lot lesson that is too high for them. Right? They're going into basically how many stars in the skies, you know? Going into basically how deep is the ocean. This is things that you don't know. Right? So you ain't supposed to be meddling in these things. Right? The things that don't concern you is to basically be left alone. What I'm to say?
Just like how you're leaving that old man alone. Coming into the truth. Right? Coming into the truth. The old man, right, doesn't concern you anymore. You understand? Because in Yahweh you become a new creature. You understand? But it still have people, you know, like Esau and them, they want to search out things because the scripture say that you will try to change laws and times and basically try to sit in the seat of God.
Sure.
You understand? You want to search out the sky to see things. I even hear Bill Snakes talking about you want to use some mechanism to block out the sun or some kind of thing like that. These is things that men are supposed to be studying. One man supposed to be studying is to praise Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
To do the best way how to do to be delivered up. To come out of this hellhole that we're in. And that's where we focus on, so basically supposed to be. On you being delivered out of this hellhole that we're in. Right? This is where your whole mind and basically soul is supposed to be at.
Searching the scriptures to this is in the time. You understand?
This is the book of Proverbs 24 and 20. It reads, "For there shall be no reward to the evil man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out." You know? And we already know who's the wicked. Right? So the children who the world ignorantly calls the white people, right? Which in basically they are not white because they are not pure. Right? They are the wicked. They are known as the Edomites. Right? According to the scriptures is Malachi 4 and 1. Right? They are known as the wicked. They're the one that you see trying to basically search out all these things that are going into matters that is too high for them. You know? Reading on it says, "My son, fear thou Yahweh and the king, and meddle not with them that are given to change." Right? You don't meddle with people who give in to change. You don't meddle with people who basically are different from you. Right? If you basically seeking righteousness and a man seeking the opposite thing, hey, that man, you leave that man alone. Right? Hey, you don't meddle around that man. You keep your distance.
Because as the scripture say, meddle not in people who seeking change or something like that. There's not really that. Right? That can go back to, alright, Esau right now trying to change the world from war. Trying to basically go opposite to the plans of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Right? You want to vaccinate the population. You want to put the RFID chip into the population.
He want to have full control. He want to be God. Or be like God, as the scripture mentioned is in Ezekiel. You know, he want to be like God.
Sit in the seat of God.
You know, sit in the seat of the Most High. He want to try these things. He want to put himself up like if he's a God. But really and truly we know that, hey, that he's not. You know, so he meddling in things basically that he basically can't control. Right? Because the scripture say in Proverbs, you know, the scripture say a man goings are not of himself, but the Most High is the one who basically directed itself. Right? This is the book of Sirach 3 and 21. It says, "Seek not out things that are too hard for thee. Neither search the things that are above thy strength. You know, and that scripture is basically that hitting a harmony nearly.
Yeah, because even people they will trying to find out the origins of God, right? But I hear the apostles bring it out. They say when you're trying to find out how Yahweh exists, we come from, you know, you have a mental block because that is something that's extremely too hard for you. You're not supposed to be meddling in that.
That is something extremely too
You
hard.
understand? Because anybody trying to find out where Yahweh come from, you can never go further than that. You understand? Nothing can come into your brain after that. You understand? And that is because the Most High put a block there. You're not supposed to meddle in that.
That's right. And to show you how far it could go to an extent, right? Even Esau, right? What Esau tried to do, play doctor. Mm-hmm. Right? And what he just tried to do is to try and see how the human body does function. Mm-hmm. And basically, hey, they could never until this day master everything on how basically the human body does function. This is things that basically it's too hard for them. They can't discern that. Mm-hmm. Right? Jumping down is the last precept. Okay, Psalms 131 and 1.
Alright, the book of Psalms. Psalms 131 and 1, it says, Lord, my heart is not haughty, nor mine eyes lofty, neither do I exercise myself in great matters, nor in things
too high for me. So you're not supposed to be exercising yourself in great matters or things too high for you. You're supposed to be humble. You know, hey, how an ants function, or basically how an ant built, or an animal basically built. Hey, them is things that basically we don't have the understanding yet. So what? We don't meddle within them things. We ain't going and play this. Hey, I could fix this. You know, it's like, alright. You know, people that be meddling in things them too high, really break it down simple. It's like you're not a mechanic, right? But you go on to loose up an engine from a car, and then you can't put it back together. You meddling in something that basically out of your league, right? You meddling in something that you don't know, but you're trying a thing. So basically, you have to get your understanding first, right? And then you could go into certain things, and basically that is it. That is to paint the picture clear, right? Eh? Because if you don't get the understanding, right? Hey, you can't know how something does function. And understanding comes from the Most High. The Most High is the one who gives you this knowledge, or who gives you this knowledge, right? And you know, with that, we want to give all praise, all glory, all honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash. No double honor to the apostle and the elders that we have been sown that will well. Let's sanctification to the Akem, we push in his words in sincerity and in truth. Until next time, Shalom.
Shalom.
Muwat la